iron jack, 2003 Nissan 350Z. I'm getting the window regulator replaced, including the motor itself, the window motor. So here is the new parts. I just took it out of the box from the bag. So the new regulator doesn't come with the motor. The customer needed either one of them. I told him, while we in there, let's just go ahead and replace both. One of them may be bad, but at the same time, the other one gonna go bad, either the regulator or the motor. And when again one of them will go bad, we have to get back in there to do the same exactly job what we are doing right now. So I recommend you, if your window is not going up, don't just change the motor or just the regulator. I recommend you change both. The motor is easy to install. See that square area right here? It fits right in here. You just snap. It fits right in there. That's the regulator right here we're looking at. That's the motor on my hand. You fit it in there and you tighten up the bolts. You know, get it in place and tighten up the bolts. But I'll follow the instruction from the old one right here, so I know how that motor should be laying in place. Now to get this cover off and then get you in here, so let me show you how I got this cover off. Yes, so the first thing you want to do is removing, come on buddy, these are my tools. You lay on the tools and the tools is slippery. So this cover right here, the master switch, the window master switch, it sits right in place right here. That's what put your window up and down, including locking your doors. Now you see the front area right here, it have that clips looking piece, that long piece. It'll sit in place and it sit right in there, in that whole part right there. Now you push it, you just set it down in there front first, we will put in the back and push it down to lock in here. Now I'm pushing it down, see that middle piece? That's the clip that lock in place. So if you're removing it from taking it off, you need a flathead screwdriver. You don't want to come from down here because you could break that area, that front piece. You want to start from the rear right here. By pulling this up, you pull that clips up, remove that clips, and all you gotta do is, after you do that, you just pull it outward. And then of course remove them plugs. The connector go right here for both, two connectors, one here and the other one back here. Now removing the connector is easy too. It's a switch, it's a piece, yeah, you just press, really, you press this area. You know, like this one was plugged in here. For example, I'm gonna plug it back. Now you just press this area. I should use two hands because one hand I can press but can't pull. But when you press that, then you pull the plugs, of course, backward. Same idea over here. See this front area right here? What this section here look like? You press that button on the plugs, which is hanging right here. These bad boy, see that right there? You can use a screwdriver, press that. But anyway, when you disconnect this piece, right, now there are two screws, here they are, either Phillips screwdriver or 10mm socket. They go right there, one right here, other one right there. Let me back up a little bit so you can see it clear. One here, one here. So this two screw was hidden below this piece. If you didn't take this piece off, you'll never see the screw. And if you didn't take them screw off, if you try to force it, you're gonna break this whole piece instead. So when you remove both screws, now you can either, well, after that, before pulling it with your hand from down here, you can come here. There's another screw hidden back here. Now you pull this, the door opener right here. When you pull this open, you see that whole section right here. When you pull this, uses another cover laying right here. So you shouldn't see this hole like this when you open this. This is the cover right here, plastic piece. So the plastic sit right back there like that. After you pull this, that handle, this plastic is going right behind it. Now you use a screwdriver and just pull it up, remove it. It's your little clips holding it in place. 1, 2 right here. There's a third one right there, and then the fourth one right here. But just one screwdriver, little screwdriver, or that same regular screwdriver I have right there. That's what I use. You just put it on the side, like right on the side like this. Not on this piece, of course, on this piece. And you just collapse it open. But after a while, you're holding it like this first. Then use your other hand to do that. When you remove this piece, there's another screw in the back over here. It's a 10mm arms. See that hole back there? Yes, that hole back there's a screw go through that holes. I removed the screw, of course, already. Either a 10mm socket or a Phillips screwdriver will take that screw off too. Now, when you take that screw off, now you go down here and use your hand. You just start pulling off, pulling them clips off. Them orange or red looking clips. Now when you pull them off, there's one right here is broken, white one. There's another white one right here that's broken, and this black one here is crushed. The switch mate was removed before, and then there's another one right here too broken. I'm gonna replace them. I have a few of them in stock. I always carry this stuff in stock. Now when you pull this part of your hand, when you pull this section, which is that piece, you pull everything off, of course. Then you take all them 10mm off. 10mm socket you can use. That's what I use right there. 10mm extension. This is all these 10mm bolts holding that cover in place. This cover right here. Also, there are other bolts here that holding the regulator in place. This is the motor mounted right here, 3-hole right there. The regulator motor, the window motor right there mounted. Now the regulator is bolted on certain spot, you know. So after you take all them bolts off, which I already did. Now let me remove these clips. You just push right here. I need a second hand to do that, but I'm gonna use one hand. You just push that in. See that? Just pull that. I show you use a second hand, but the camera on my other hand. Now I already removed all these bolts. You know that I don't have to show you how to remove them bolts. Anybody can do it. Now you take them bolts off. There's a piece right here holding in place is rivet. That piece I don't want to take it all the way up. I just leave it right there. All I did was after I remove all the bolts, it will still be locked in place like a glue hole in it. Of course, you use a screwdriver and just collapse this metal, every corner, collapse every corner, you know. And then after you do that, after you do all of that, then you use your hand, you just remove it. And this is the window regulator right here. Of course, see that bolt is bolted on this piece right here, which is this nut. It's a 12mm socket holding it in place, those two nuts. So you need 12mm socket, 10mm socket, with the wrench, ratchet, and extension, and a flathead screwdriver or Phillips screwdriver too. Will work either way. Now I'm back here taking this window regulator off. This is the last part I am right now. Now see, this is the motor we're looking at. I already unbolt the motor. Now I can just come right here and remove this from the either I can take it out from right here too, instead of going all the way back there. Right, just use a screwdriver, push that in, and push here in too. It's hard to work with one hand, man. I'm glad the Lord gave us two hands. Imagine we have 3, 4 hands and arms and stuff. Things can work even better. There you go. So there you go, it's in there now. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you? All right. Now, I use a screwdriver because this is a window motor connector right here. You want to take this off. The new one comes with one too. You can either go the opposite way and remove it, or you can do it from right here. There you go. Now, this whole piece here, you just squeeze it because the new one comes with it. Yep, the new one comes with it. Hello. Now you just push that inward. Now the window motor is disconnected from this piece completely. Now I just let it slide Oh, there it is. So that piece is not rivet, it come off. Perfect. So we both, you watching the video, I'm doing the job. We both doing this together right now because this is the last section I stopped to make the video. Now my window regulator and the motor, everything being disconnected beside the window. The window dropped down, the customer couldn't raise it up. Lucky him, it wasn't raining or it's not snow or anything like that. It's beautiful hot out here. Now my window, now all I gotta do is I gotta disconnect that 10mm bolt from the window. Also a 10mm right here, those two right here. This one here and that one down there. And my regulator is out. Then I'm done. That's all you need to do. Putting it back just the opposite way. You first get that 10mm bolt bolted on this regulator. I believe a bolt right there. Yeah. Yeah, either right here, one of them bolt right here, of course. And then the other one should be bolting. The connection should be either one of these part. But anyway, I'm about to put my window up. I have to use my second hand to take that bolt off, and this bolt, my regulator and my motor is out together. See the way it is. Now this is a Phillips screwdriver holding the motor on with the regulator together. I'm about to come get it out. This is an iron jack, IONJAK 2003 Nissan 350Z window, motor, regulator, and motor replacement.